Hello, Marvelites! You're watching Marvel's Pull List, and I'm Ryan Penagos, aka Agent M.
And I'm Tucker Marcus.
And you know, every week we like to tell you about some comic books because we read all the dang comic books that come out, and it's very exciting because we got brand new comic books in stores this week. Tucker, what are we talking about?
We have 6 spectacular Marvel comics available wherever you pick up your floppies, folks. And boy, do we have some good ones this week. We are starting with Black Cat number 11. Oh man, is it a good one. It is written by Jed MacKay with art by CF Villa, and I say that because those two are bringing it. It's the start of a new story arc, so if you've been curious about this character, if you're looking to dive into the Mighty Marvel Universe, this is the perfect place to go. Look, Jed MacKay, the way that he writes this character is so interesting because she could be anything. She can be a spy, she can be a warrior, she can be, like in this issue, just kind of somebody really fun to hang out with. I love her attitude, I love her snark. There's so much to Felicia Hardy in here.
Tucker, one of my favorite things in the issue is they write these little names for heists that they could potentially do, and they have some really great names. If I had one, I would call it the Jejune Steamroller. Which I think would be cool. Ooh. And like kind of ominous.
Yeah.
You got one?
How about like the screaming cheese eater?
I like that one. Those are good. You guys, you'll have to check out the issue to see the ones that Jed puts in this issue. Yeah, I love Black Cat. I also love Daredevil number 20. Oh man, this is so good. Congratulations to the team on, so many of the members getting these Eisner Award nominations. Well deserved. It is beautiful from the cover through every single page in this book. Marco Cacchetto and Chip Zdarsky and the crew bringing some amazing work. And this one's intense. I'll be honest with you. I remember hearing about this storyline and how Daredevil would be fighting in the streets of Hell's Kitchen against a bunch of villains, and it would be intense and wild, and it lives up to everything I expected from this book, from this run.
Yeah, completely agreed. So much incredible stuff going on over in Hell's Kitchen, but if we take a trip to Staten, or as it's now called, Monster Island, we get to see the events of Deadpool number 5. Look, he starts the issue, he's hanging out with Elsa Bloodstone, they're talking, he's hanging out with Jeff the Landshark, and then just things kind of get out of hand. And this enormous monster just starts to make its way towards Manhattan. There's so much good stuff across the board, including the way that we get to see Jeff and this giant kaiju kind of emote. They kind of do it with almost like emojis, like little icons. Ryan, if you had to describe your emotions right now with emojis, what are you picking?
The crying emoji.
Very good.
Not the laughing crying emoji, just like the deep sob.
Yep.
And then the other one that's like the ghost one is like, ooh.
Yep.
That's the sound a ghost makes, by the way.
That's pretty perfect.
Because this issue crushed me. And I think it's going to make everybody else feel a lot of things. All right, let's talk about some Dawn of X. We've got 2 Dawn of X books this week. The first one being Excalibur, issue number 10 here. Man, I'm looking at this cover. I love it. I love everything about this book. I love this team. Teeny Howard and Marcus Toe and the team have been doing some really cool stuff. And this one is bonkers. This is like, hey, reality? Well, let's just tear it apart. Let's just mess it up. Let's just go crazy with it. Let's have a good time. And then let's have a really bad time with one of the Braddocks, Jamie Braddock, who messes with reality. You have this great team led by Captain Britain, who is, aka Betsy Braddock, aka Psylocke, and what that entails is pretty wild.
And before we get to that second mutant book, we have Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 17. There's so much going on in Miles' life right now, from everything that happened in Outlawed through to his friendships with Genki, everything going on at school, to his family life, his relationship with his parents, his brand new baby sister. But in this issue, we meet a new character. This is Kenneth Kingston, who Ryan, you and I just instantly fell in love with. It is a connection that is incredibly special, and I think finds a way to get to the heart of what makes Miles Morales so special as a person, and what makes his Spider-Man so special as a figure in his community. It's really beautiful stuff.
All right, we got one more Dawn of X book, and that is New Mutants number 10. Look at this cover. Mike Del Mundo has been doing, amazing work for years and years and years for us. We know that. He's great. Mike gets you in the door with his amazing covers, but of course, you're gonna have an incredible creative team on New Mutants to keep you there. You've got Ed Brisson doing amazing writing. Of course, we get a great Glob Herman bit throughout this issue, including a recipe for soup. I would love to hear if anyone like makes this soup, right? Like send a bunch of bowls to Tucker, and then I wanna hear like how that goes. And then the art by Flaviano is just mind-bending. It's such a cool issue. I didn't tell you anything about the story. I don't need to. Know that you're getting something really cool with a team trying to help a mutant who's in trouble. That is all you need to know. From there, it's a wild ride. If you want to hear about more of these issues, more in depth, check out Marvel's Pull List, the podcast version. Get it wherever you get your audio, and then we'll be back with another video episode next week. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Tucker.
And this is Marvel,
your universe.